Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to All Things Delicious. Today on Brave Belly, we're shifting gears and trying out meal prep. That's right, meals made to order. I'm trying to watch my portion sizes. So like I said, shifting gears. For dinner, I'm gonna have this meal from Clean Eats, which is a local store by my area that sells meal prep foods that are absolutely delicious. This was about $7, so I'm going to be trying it right now. I'm going to plate it. As you can see, we have some chicken, we have corn, cheese, we have bacon, Brussels sprouts, and you know, I like how diverse this meal. I'm gonna just jump right in. I'm gonna plate this bad boy, and then also we're gonna top it off with some ghost protein. We're gonna try this what flavor? Cereal milk flavor. See what it's all about. I actually have every single ghost protein. I spent over $300 on all their proteins just to see, give it a taste. Oh look, we have potatoes, which is so good when you're kind of watching your calories and still having the ability to have potatoes. So look, it's actually not bad at all, this meal, you know, for kind of like calorie count. So this is under 400 calories. So this is my 5th meal of the day, and I got a lot more of these meals, so you guys will be seeing what I'm eating throughout the day. But this is my late night dinner. So it's 1:30 a.m. I just got home from work and I am absolutely starving. So as you can see, potatoes. I just like that it's an actual real meal. You know, usually when I watch what I eat, I'm eating chicken breast and white rice and broccoli. That gets old, you know? So Clean Eats is a place that I've been getting these pre-made meals from for the last like 2 years. Not as of late, obviously, because I started the channel like 3 months ago, and I did put on a lot of body fat, which is definitely not what I'm signing up for. So now I'll be just showing you guys that you could eat delicious and be mindful. It doesn't have to be junk all the time. So without further ado, Brussels sprouts. And Brussels sprouts are actually really good if they're done right, especially if they're like brown on the outside. Real good way to get your greens in. And of course they were made very flavorful with pieces of bacon. So it has like that fatty flavor. So it doesn't taste like it was steamed or something, you know, it's actually very flavorful. Like you would make it at a restaurant, like on a pan. Really good. Little potatoes with the skin still on, which is how I love my potatoes. Very flavorful. Has a lot going on. See, because usually when I'm watching my weight and making my own foods, I keep it very simple to keep the calories down. So I'll have like egg whites with like salt and pepper and ketchup. Yet with this, it doesn't feel like diet food. It just feels like portion control, which in my case is very important. As you guys know from watching my channel, I could definitely put down a lot. So this is one of those things that kind of helps me regulate the amount of food I intake by like, when I'm done with the meal, I know I'm done. Like I said, I'm throwing in the protein just because I need around just under 250 grams of protein per day. Me personally, I'm a big man. Although I want to lose body fat, I want to retain as much muscle as I can because I have been going to the gym throughout, you know, the last 3 months of filming. So I want to lose as much body fat as I can, but maintain as much muscle at the same time. So that's why I'm getting this protein in. This protein is delicious too. So it definitely helps when you're watching what you eat because it feels like a treat. You know, it doesn't taste like, you know, the cheaper proteins that perhaps might just taste basic. These are probably the most top shelf of proteins. It's actually very expensive protein. I forget the price off the top of my head, but they're like, I don't know, I think $60 for one of these. And there's not many servings. There's only 26 servings. But 26 servings is one scoop. I usually do 2 scoops. So, you know, each serving has 25 grams of protein. So I'll do 2 scoops, which is 50. So tonight, I'll be going to sleep with 250 grams of protein ingested. So let's get this shake started. So whenever I do shakes, usually, of course, the water should go in first. That way you don't have protein powder stuck, you know, to the shaker cup. Smells just like a vanilla or something. So this flavor, like I said, is cereal milk. And I like my scoops big and heaping, just like that. Big heaping scoops. That way I know I get those 50 grams of protein. And there you go. And the cereal milk one is very straightforward. It's nothing, you know, to brag about. It's just like a creamy white kind of powder. It does look like heavy, unlike isolate does, which is kind of more finer and more powdered. This powder is like, how can I explain it? This powder is a little like the granules, I would say, are bigger granules, so it's more like sand as compared to isolate protein, which is more like, I guess, fine dust, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I'm gonna have this shake alongside this food. That way it fills me up and I'm not starving in the middle of the night, which is really important when you're watching what you eat. You want to eat food where you feel satiated. At least me. I'm a big man, so I need to feel full. I can't just eat like a small little portion of something. Oh, you know how they say the size of your hand? Well, I'm going to be thinking about food the entire time, you know, because I won't feel satisfied. Whereas this, it has all these complex flavors, so it's satisfying. It's so good. It has like a white cream sauce with it also. Check it out, that's a little bit of everything with the corn. Absolutely does not taste like some kind of diet food. But what they do is they use, like, for instance, the chicken, it's all white meat and it's all portioned out. You know, there's probably just like a half a potato at most in here, and the rest is, you know, corn, Brussels sprouts. So very minimal on the calories. I'd say the most these meals have is like just slightly over 500 calories, and that's the most. Usually they're around 400, 450. So that's relatively good amount of calories per, you know, per serving. And I'll have 5 of these throughout the day. It seems like a lot, but don't forget, you know, I'm 290 pounds. So I can't just jump to eating like very little all of a sudden. It has to be gradual. So yeah, 5 of these times around 500, you know, so it's like around what, 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, 2,500 calories. And then I'll throw in like a shake or 2. So this is my second shake of the day. I had one in the morning and one at night. So this is 130. So this is 130 per scoop. So this is 260 calories. So yeah, I'm just like around 3,000 calories, give or take. No sodas, no juices, just water and diet soda every once in a while. Let me shake this really good. And actually, I'm gonna pour this out in a glass for you guys so you guys can see like the texture, everything. Oh yeah, full cup. Damn. It tastes like vanilla wafer. Would I say it tastes like cereal milk? Absolutely not. I'll be honest with you guys. It's good, but if I didn't know that the name of this is cereal milk ghost, I just say it's all like vanilla wafer. It's delicious. Is this the best protein that I ever had? You know how they say ghost, oh, this is top shelf, this is the good stuff. Well, guess what? This cereal milk, nothing to brag about. It's decent. From a 1 to 10, I give it like a 4. I've tried better vanillas. But this isn't supposed to be vanilla. It's vanilla. It's supposed to be cereal milk. So, yeah, no, this is a 4 at best. But guess what, guys? The next meal that I showcase that's also from Clean Eats, I'm going to be trying out a completely different ghost protein. We're going to go through every single one of them. Literally have all of them. I think there's over 20. I forget off the top of my head, but we're going to try them all. So I'm very happy with these meals. When I lived in New York, I wasn't familiar with any like ready to eat meals. But then again, it wasn't so popular 7 years ago. But since I moved to Florida, I joined this amazing, it's called Powerhouse Fitness, this gym. And they had like fridges where they would sell these meals, and you could place orders, and people, you know, the employees of that store would drop it off at your gym at the Powerhouse. So I would have the ready to go meals, and I realized it actually works. You know, because you're paying $7 a meal. By 25 meals, it's around $200, you know, so $200 worth of food every single week is not cheap. However, remember, you're paying to be fit and in shape. For me personally, I think that's worth it. So I thought that was cool. So that was like super awesome. And then I found this place, Clean Eats, which is even closer to my house. The food tastes way better. That food tasted like food for bodybuilders. This tastes like actual food for anybody, as you guys can see. This meal right here, from a 1 to a 10, I give it a solid 8.5. Very satisfying. More satisfying than fast food. And the reason being, a lot of fast food is so heavy on like the grease. Even if it's good, it's like you get very overwhelmed with like the grease. This, you're just getting nothing but flavor. And this is the type of food that once you're finished, you're like, oh, I can't wait for the next one. So, like I said, I'm at 290 pounds right now. I'm not even mad about it because I did it to myself. I knew what I was doing. I'm one of those people that puts on fat like that. It's hard to take it off. But also, I have the determination and the willpower to get it off. This is no big deal for me. So guys, join me on this journey as I eat foods that are a little healthier. Look at that. I had to, of course, eat every single morsel. It's always like that when you're watching your weight. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in on this late night version of my dinner. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, cheers.